I don't know what's going on, but when I Alt-Enter or full screen, it makes a really weird uh, picture correction where it leaves a bit of the outside in my peripheral view. So I'm just gonna play it via like screen adjusted. So let's make it work. Right? Anything agency. What a train wreck that was. I'm glad you made it out of that trial alive. Really? I had fun. And Walkie made it through the day too. Everyone was too obsessed with panties to bother with the real case. But it was good publicity. Imagine the crowd at my show tonight. You should come, Polly. Yeah. The amazing Mr. Hand will be making an appearance. Hi, folks. I'll be here all week. That's about enough of him. Hello? Oh, Miss Tiala. Thank you for today. The trial went well. Oh, right. No problem. Do you think Walkie will be okay? Well, he's not guilty yet. Please, you have to help him. We're supposed to get married next month. Oh, congratulations. Ugh, way to put the pressure on a guy. Please let me know if there's anything I can do to help. Are you sure about marrying into the Kataki family? I'm fine with it, and I love Walkie with all my heart. Aw, that's so sweet. So it doesn't bother you that you'll be, married to the mob? I don't think so. My parents are against it, of course. Say, where did you and Walkie first meet anyway? Good question. Miss Tiala doesn't look like the type to have gangster connections. Oh, we met at my old job, actually. Ah, office romance. She's not very forthcoming with information about herself, is she? Do you know that the boss is trying to get out of the business? Really? Mr. Kataki wants to quit being a gangster? He's trying to transfer his assets into a normal company. He only announced it recently out of the blue. I hear there's quite a lot of confusion in the ranks. I wonder if this explains the apron. I can't imagine Walkie going along with that. He's highly motivated, isn't he? That's not the word I would have used. He said, I'll be the next big boss and keep the family alive. I think he's at that age when boys want to make a mark on the world. That's not the way I would have put it. His father moves in a lot of circles. He really focused on profits. The Kataki family's been making a killing recently. Again, not the way I would put it. But Walkie says it's not about the money. They have the gangster tradition to uphold. Ooh, a generation gap. They've even got the ever classic "What about the family business thing going?" Usually, it's the father worried about the position. Can I ask you a question about Walkie? I understand he was operated on by the victim, Dr. Maractus. Apparently, yes. I was in his clinic about half a year ago. He messed up my arm something bad. And then he just lets me go, without a word. See you later, bye. So I gotta go in, get another doctor to patch me up again. Yes, it sounded horrible. Walkie has always been fond of fighting, I'm afraid. I'm not sure it qualifies as fighting when pistols are involved. Mr. Gavin was saying his life might be in danger, wasn't he? No, that can't be right. I'm sure he was just trying to scare us. It's scary to think that a surgeon might make a mistake. But it's even scarier when he tries to hide it. I'd like to know a little more about this operation. Maybe it's time to pay the Maractus Clinic a visit. I should be getting home now. Walkie's in your hands, Mr. Justice. Right. Leave it to me. Apollo? I think you're only making her more nervous. Sorry, I'm new at this, okay? It's alright. I believe in you. My dick! Alright. It's Charlie, the houseplant. They've had it for years, apparently. That's Mr. Charlie to you. He's been longer, after all. Right, sorry. I'm sorry, Mr. Charlie. He was raised by a tribe of heathens. She's saying something to the plant as if she waters it. Mr. Charlie forgives you. This time. Is there anything else I might do to please his high leafiness? A dish of classic spaghetti like some restaurants put on display. Where did you even get this anyway? It was a birthday present from Daddy. I was so happy. You don't know how long I wanted one of these. I fell asleep with it, cradled in my arms, and the spaghetti bent. Mental note, what she really wants for her next birthday, a bowl of plastic food. A giant hoop used to levitate people. So, tell me, how does it work? Apollo, don't you know you should never ask a magician to explain a trick? I mean, you're hardly better than Mr. Stickler. Hey, I object to being placed in the same category as that panty snatcher. Enjoy the mystery. That's the way to appreciate magic. A hot water pot sits on the magic table. Why is the stand for this table so flimsy looking? Maybe it looks better that way. I was hoping for a more professional explanation. Well, maybe to show that there's more tricks involved. Not bad. I still think it's just that it looks better that way. There are all sorts of strange paraphernalia sitting on top of the piano. It seems like a shame to have all these props and not do a trick or two. You asked for it. Hey, Mr. Righteous, was it? Waka waka. Justice, Mr. Hat. Apollo Justice. Just is? Apollo just is what? That's what I want to know. Oh, you're hopeless. Please, make it stop. Just let me know if you ever want to visit from Mr. Hat. Any other trick but that one, please. An old sepia-toned photograph of a man in a silk hat. His outfit looks a lot like Trucy's, come to think of it. Aren't those clothes the best? I had mine made to match. If you're going to be a magician, you gotta look the part. Trucy is big on appearances, I've found. Those boxes frighten me. I bet I'm the first magician to figure out these make great. I bet I'm the first magician to figure out these make great shelves. She does seem to be putting them to good use. But if you ever want to put it back together, you have to take everything off. Don't worry, I'll clean it up soon, and then we'll try cutting you up. Thanks, but I'll pass. Some magic books are mixed within the law books here. The magic books all look well used, but the law books are just gathering dust. I feel kinda sorry for them. Maybe I'll read some next time I'm around. Alright, let's go visit Phoenix. He's not here. Can I just go into the Maractus clinic? I guess I should take a visit to the park first then. Why is it so silent? I don't like this. Hey, profiles actually. Head detective on the case, obsessed with forensic science. Mood, touchy. Fourth boss of the Kitaki family, Waki's dad, trying to get out of the gangster business. The defendant, heir to the Kitaki family empire and Alita Tiala's fiance. The victim, director of the Maractus Clinic, died pulling the noodle stand. Junior in science at Ivy University, the witness and a penny snatcher. A pianist who can't play a lick, formerly an ace defense attorney of some renown. Daughter Phoenix writes. Wife to the 4th Kitaki family boss. Busy cleaning up paint spilled by her front gate. Proprietor. One stolen stand found. Woman who requested that I defend her fiancé. Star prosecutor, lead in a gold record selling band, and Mr. Gavin's younger brother. He's 19 while the chick is 21. That ought to set a good mood. Ugh. Why is nobody here? Oh yeah, the detention center. There we go. Looks like Walkie's out for questioning. I really need to talk to him. I guess we'll come back later. Excuse me. Yes? The other suspect is all through with questioning, sir. The other? Ah, you mean the panty snatcher. Wesley Stickler. So they arrested him too? Alright, let's have a little chat with Mr. Stickler. I hope I don't regret this. He is a valuable witness. He is a bit precious, I'll give him that. Please, keep this brief, if you would. I'm quite busy. I need to finish this paper. It's you! Mr. Stickler, we'd like to have a few words with you. Very well, as long as they're few. Nothing would make me happier, believe me. Could you relate what you saw tonight on the murder to us one more time? Why not? Though it hardly differs from the testimony I gave in court. The defendant was there in the park that night, of this I'm quite certain. He was pointing a pistol, or something like that at the victim. That's when I shouted, "Stop, you two! Let's resolve this like gentlemen." And the next moment, a shot was fired. And this is all true? Really? My panties are gone, my innermost heart revealed. What further reason could I possibly have to lie? I can't think of anything you'd want to hide more than panty snatching, true. It sounds like Rocky was at the crime scene after all. How I wish you weren't so. Mr. Stickler, on the night of the murder, you stole... Wait, I can't help but feel that I'm being misunderstood. How exactly? Yes, that night, I obtained the pair of panties, it's true. However, it was my burning curiosity that drove me to do it, nothing more. You wanted to know the trick to my panties, right? You're here too? Huh? Oh, great Trucy, teach me. Eh? I must know the secret of your panties. My very existence hangs in the balance. Please make me your apprentice. Apollo, help. I don't know. I think he'd make a lovely assistant. Don't say that, Apollo. Fine, ignore my evidence. See if I care. I wonder what he's thinking. Oh, on second thought, let's not go there. That's it! The mystery, the unanswered riddle. Actually, they're just a normal pair of panties, you know. What? How is that possible? It just takes practice, that's all. Then you must teach me. You must. To think, if I could produce a pencil, an eraser, a textbook, and a lunch, all from a pair of panties, my life would be complete. He's serious, isn't he? He doesn't want to care about his. He doesn't care about his cell phone. That's a really solemn fucking detention center theme. Not gonna lie. Court record? Can I present people? I can. So they took that feature away then, I see. Nothing to talk about. So what about what else can I present? If everything that Panty Snatcher said was true, it didn't put Walkie in a good position, does it? He was at the scene of the crime, that's pretty clear. There's gotta be a different angle on this. Well, let's get investigating. No time like the present. So, any leads? On one moment. Shazam! Alakazam! Whoa, evidence came flying out of nowhere. Ta-da! That's all. Neat, huh? Yeah, real neat. I'm just gonna go to every possible place, because I don't know where to go, dude. There we go. So I just had to pay a visit to Stickler. Japes, she's back. Hey, you two, over here. Us? Yo, little plum, what's up? I think all this gangsterese is a negative influence on Trucy. I heard you retrieved my bloomers. Well, I was just doing... A man speaks clearly and takes credit where it's due. You caught the thief, didn't you? Yes, sorry, I got him. You're cute when you're nervous, Polly. I'll deal with you later. But enough about bloomers. What about my son, Walkie? Walkie? Well, he's, clearly... Yes, ma'am. This is why I was kind of hoping we could avoid coming back here. Well, I'm gonna present to you your panties first. How about that? There you go. Take them back. How about these? Hey, my bloomers! Thanks for that. I owe you one. I thought you might like the back, so... Eh? Oh, no. Why don't you keep them as a souvenir? Oh, no, I couldn't, really. Thanks for the offer, but... I could use those in my magic panties act. I'll pull shivs and pieces and godfathers out of them. Great, now your props are going to be going from bland to dangerous. Well, thanks, I guess. What about, Trucy's panties? Sorry, kid. I got no idea what you're talking about. Let's talk. Wow. He's really everything you'd expect in a boss's son. I'm going to be a gangster, dude. The life does have an appeal for that age. Particularly for boys. What? Don't look at me like that. He was shot in a turf war about half a year ago. Yeah, we heard the story from Walkie. But he didn't tell you the whole story. You know, even if he had a pistol then, he couldn't have shot anyone. What? He acts like he's hard, but he couldn't shoot someone to save his life. I should know. I'm his mom. Her words have a certain weight to them. Hopefully, when this is all taken care of, he and the boss can sort out the differences. The boss? You mean Walkie's father? They didn't seem to be on the best terms, did they? The boss may act tough, but that boy means the world to him. Walkie seems, well, it seems like he's against his father's position. It's to be expected. We're in a bit of a transition now. Trying to cut our ties to the shadier side of the street and do more of the up and up. Walkie isn't too enthusiastic about the change, it's true. But why the change? Is the gangster thing just not paying the bills? It pays, but we need a lot of money right now. Clean money, that is. I see. Something must be up. He'll see things the way bosses sees them someday. Yeah, Walkie's fiance. They're getting married next month, correct? I suppose. She's been staying over lately. You don't look too happy about that, little plum. How'd you guess? Even I could tell that. Could you tell us more about her? Walkie brought her home one day. Says he wants to tie the knot. I can see why. She's so pretty. Oh, she's pretty enough, but you know... Nah, it's probably just me that's being suspicious. Stay in this business too long, and you start to only see darkness in people. You got a nose for it. A nose for people, a nose for trouble. I wonder what the problem is. It's like a gangster's only version of female intuition. It's true. One of our pistols is missing. So the murder chart weapon is from this mansion. We kind of figured, given the difficulty of obtaining the gun these days. None of the rank and file have access. Only the boss, myself, and Wonky could have taken it. I see. I'm sure the cops will continue chomping over the mansion because of this case. Maybe this is a sign that it's time for a change. She doesn't seem too concerned, at least. So this pistol belongs to the Kodaki family, is that correct? It's one of the pieces we keep around. That is, we used to keep around. They're all gone now. Oh? Police came yesterday and took everything. Everything but my broom. Don't you think you should have given them that too? You kidding? Can't clean up very well without a broom. Can you tell me if this knife belongs to Wonky? Oh, that's his knife, alright. Bought it for him for his birthday. Wow, that's a pretty hardcore present. I remember him falling asleep with it clutched in his arms. Ew, I know the feeling. I bet he was just as happy as I was with my plastic spaghetti. Oh, that's the corner. What's Emma? No, okay. Let's go to the Eldoon stand. I want to tell him that it's there. Eldoon, your noodle stand was found. Hey, it's Mr. Eldoon. Oh, Mr. Eldoon. What's wrong? So, you found my stand. That's why I'm here, to thank you. Ah, but now it's a crime scene and want me to have it back. That's also why I'm here. I got no other place to go. I see. How can a noodle stand be a crime scene? That's what I don't get, Trucy doll. Ugh. Even in death, he's after my neck, I tell you. Ugh. Can't even cook an honest noodle. He? Even in death? You mean the victim, Dr. Maractus? I tell you, it's enough to drive a man to make his soup even saltier. Remind me to never eat his noodles when he's in a bad mood. That stand, for generations, it's served up the very best noodles us Eldoons could make. A tradition of noodles and salty broth. It's more than just stand, it's a history, I tell you. Watch what you say or it might become true. That's a great story, Mr. Eldoon. A single stand, passed down from generation to generation. Of course, to be honest, I didn't plan on doing it. That's right, you said something about that. About you rebelling against your pops, wasn't it? Good memory, Trucy doll. I was just a go-getter back in my day. Until my friend next door butted in. In the end, I was left with nothing but this dusty old stand to earn my fortune. Mr. Eldoon, I don't mean to pry, but what exactly did you do before you became a chef? Let old noodles lie, that's what I say. I'm starting to get an idea of what he did anyway. He stole my dreams and left me with nothing but noodle. And now I don't even have that. Mr. Eldoon, if I might ask, what exactly happened between you and the Maractus clinic? Eh? I couldn't help but sense some enmity there. Enmity? I hate him. Hate it. He am acting like he smells like roses when he's rolling in mud. Excuse me? He's the only doctor at that clinic, you know. Pretty impressive, eh? I'll tell you the secret to his success, the mob. You mean the Kodaki family? They're always having one of them turf wars or whatnot. Always an injury or two that needs fixing. Maractus saw a chance for some business, so he started giving the Kodaki family a good deal. A deal? Every fifth operation for free. He stole the idea from my pops. One free bowl of noodles a week, he used to say. Can the doctor just decide to do that? What about the insurance companies? Oh, no doubt it's illegal, but I got him in good with the family. Pretty soon he was getting all the business in town, leaving me here in the dark, up to my neck in soupy noodles. I think I figured out Mr. Eldune's former occupation. Can't hurt to ask, Apollo. Mr. Eldune, or should I say Dr. Eldune, figured it out, did ya? That's right, I was a doctor, a surgeon, until the year before last. So Mr. Maractus was your rival. You like those onions the way they put the soup in the broth? Yeah, kinda. You take a spoon, you drink some broth, those onions will find their way in there. People will like them, why that's just fine. People will hate them. I hate onions. Hate them. Always sneaking in from the side, getting in the way of a good tasting spoonful. Well, that's what he was. An onion. Onion boy. That's what I called him. So, you weren't exactly friends. Ha, me and Pal Maractus. Ever since preschool, we were getting each other's face. No matter what I did, sure enough, he'd come following along. Then he'd do it better than me. Just blow right past without much sales of howdy. I see. That's right. I was a surgeon long before he was, you know. Ugh. Then that no good onion boy comes along. Well, Trucy, looks like we found ourselves a new suspect. Don't say that. Thanks to him, I was forced to trade in my scalpel for a ladle. Sorry, pal. Didn't mean to weigh you down with an old man's ramblings. No, it's fine. By way of apology, you ever get yourself in a spot of trouble, you drop by. Huh? You're investigating Maractus, aren't you? Yes? Well, you want to know about a doctor, you ask a doctor. That's all I'm saying. You just think of me if you need something, Trucy doll. Right. Thanks, Mr. Eldune. I guess the time spent listening to him complain wasn't entirely wasted. That's one of my bulls. See the Mr. Salty mark? The mascot of Eldune's Middles. They come to the stand, they sit, they drink deep from that bowl, and when they see the bottom, their face just looks like Mr. Salty's. Genius, no? Very high concept. You can't apply a trade if you don't love the tools. Remember that. Yes, sir. Trucy has a thing for professionals, clearly. That's right, Sonny. When you bring my stand home, I'm ready. Can't you see I'm ready? I guess. Until that stand is back home, the case is not closed. You hear me? I think I'll avoid talking about a stand in the future. Phoenix, huh? I was hoping to meet with my client. Walkie-Kataki's just finished questioning. I'll bring him out. Ah, finally. Great, finally. Yeah, Trucy, there you go. Yo, sup, my little imposter. Eek! What did you call me? Sam, it's you? Sorry, G. Thought you were leaving. My little imposter shows a strange nickname. It's a clink thing. You won't understand. Did I say imposter? I meant poster. Like poster girl. If you're going to drop part of that, why not drop poster and just call her girl? Gosh, she's so more than that. Gee, she's like an angel, a fallen angel. So, what can I do you for? You don't look so chipper today, Walkie. Worried about your heart condition, maybe? Man, I ain't trying to hear that. Man fights to protect what's valuable to him. You know what I'm saying? I miss my fallen angel. Hey, you go get a leader for me. You're my lawyer, aren't you? Lawyer, not gopher. So, my bad. So, I hear you're going to be married next month. Straight up, you pour the Nupto 40 out onto the stoop. Alita, oh snapper cakes, she's so fine. I think he's smitten with her in his own weird way. I was wondering, how did you two meet? I asked Tiala, but she was very vague. Huh? Well, man, if she wouldn't tell you, I'd best hold my tongue, you feel me? What? Man, what's past is past, she knows that. When I'm with Alita, I feel like there's things worth protecting out there, you feel me? And my Alita, she's so down with all that, all the way. So both of them are mum about their past. Do you think you could tell us about what happened with you in Palmaractus? There's something you should know. Rikatakis are having what you might call a feud with the Ravalis family. So about 6 months back, I go to the Ravalis turf packing a knife, right? And you were shot? Coldest thing I ever seen. One shot to the heart, but my homies weren't too late. It's a miracle that I lived. It's already considered one of the 7 wonders of the Kataki family, you know what? So, you were taken to the Maractus clinic then. You should have seen their faces when they wheeled me in. You can't just let the boss' son die, you know? I hate to have been in that doctor's shoes. Mr. Kataki's scary enough when he's not angry. But the bullet that hit you, it was never removed. And it's still threatening his life. That doctor, he did it on purpose. The Ravalis paid him off, I'm sure of it. I need to hear more about the murder, that much is clear. Life in the family of the G thing. It's about being a man. You know what I'm saying? Sorry, I'm not up on my G things. I'm not even sure what a G thing is. But my old man, he's gone soft. He says the old rival gang days are over. He just wants to make money. Isn't that a good thing? Man, there ain't no soul making money. Better live fast, die young. Faux shizzle. Wait till I run the yard. Then everyone will know what a time it is. That's right. OG time, all the time. Represent. Apollo, why does he keep talking about old guys? I don't think that was what OG means, Trucy. About these weapons, the pistol and the knife, they belong to the family. I snuck them out that night. So the killer, Mr. Stickler, says he saw the night was... I guess it was me. I was there, after all. Yeah, we're finished. Yo, Walkie, do you think you could tell us exactly what happened that night? Heh, you don't beat around the bush, do you? I like your style, shorty. Actually, there's a question I've been wanting to ask you for a while now. That is, did you do it? Did you actually shoot him? I don't know. Eh? The day of that checkup, when I found out about the bullet in my heart, I borrowed a gun from the family stash. Figured I'd give that doctor a taste of his own bad medicine. Uh-oh, I don't like where this is going. But you were carrying a knife, weren't you? Oh, that? Yeah, well, never can be too careful, I say. So I'm on my way to the clinic, right? When I run into him in the park, and he's dragging this noodle stand behind him. Wait, you didn't put him up to that? Like, you know, in the movies? If you value your life, you'll bring the stand. Shorty, you're more whack than I am, and that's saying something. Oh shit, Trucy got whipped. But I was serious. The thing is, I don't remember what happened next all too well. You don't remember? But the way I see it, if there wasn't anyone else there that night, then I guess it probably was me who did him in. You know what I'm saying? I don't believe that for a second. It's gotta be someone else. Yeah, whatever. He seems preoccupied. I'm not sure I even looked at my evidence. A leader, man. A leader. Alright, see you later, homie. Nope, nothing. There you go to the park. It's a trash can. This is where we found the mirror. Come to think of it, wasn't there something else in there? Something near the bottom? Look at the paint of these. That means these must have ended up here after Mr. Wright's accident. Maybe they connected. Let's pick them up. Slippers added to the court record. Hello. Alright, kid, I got no idea what you're talking about. Slippers for patients at the Miraculous Clinic. What? Was found in front of the Kentucky mansion. The bottom is covered with paint. Huh? What's this weird shape here? It looks like a leaf was stuck to the bottom when the wearer stepped in some yellow paint. So the outline was left when that leaf was removed. I got paint on my hand. Apollo. I saw you try to wipe your hand on my cape. What is it, Apollo? Oh, you want to see a magic trick, is that it? Okay, watch while I make that piece of evidence disappear. Forever. Capes. No thanks. My bad. Whoops, did I do that? Yeah, whatever. Where else can I go? I honestly don't know where to go. Yo, wait. You mean leaves? They were right here. The slippers had a leaf imprint on them, so how did this work? Here's what I want you to do, Trucy. Take that memory, gently lock it away deep in your heart, and never speak of it. Come on, Apollo, that was fun. Who do I talk to? The park crime scene is off limits to the public. The police officer on guard by the gate is yawning. Ah, he noticed me staring and snapped his mouth shut. Too late, Mr. Officer, I saw you. Looks like that old lady's at it again. Look, I told you yesterday the park was off limits. And I told you yesterday this is how I go home. Okay, you want me to go around? How about giving me $5 like yesterday? Con artist strikes again. Alright, I'm taking my phone out. I actually don't know where to go. Oops, didn't mean to do that. Oh my god, was that it? Oh my god, okay. No phone today. Yeah, what about the guard? No harm in asking. Excuse me. Hey, it's you two from yesterday. That's the same officer that was standing out by the park yesterday. Your business is over in the park, isn't it? It's over in the park, isn't it? Clinic's off limits. It's not involved. But what part of off limits do you not understand? Show me proof that the clinic is connected to the incident in the park, or beat it. No harm in asking, no gain either. No point in sticking around here, I guess. These things. Oh, something new. Talkie Mansion. Look at that crowd over by the park. Probably people trying to get a glimpse of the crime scene. But why are those girls screaming? I think I just heard one of them say, "Oh my god, it's him!" Wait, that motorcycle. Ah, if it isn't Air Forehead. Prosecutor again. Some fans found me on my way out. Just my luck. Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, he's so cool! That's the screams. New album just came out, you know? Try waving to them. They love it. Ooh, ooh, he's so cute. They're so excited. It doesn't matter who wasted them, see? This is surreal. So you were here investigating? And I was on my way home when my hog gave up on the ghost. Your hog? My motorcycle won't start. A clogged exhaust pipe. Too bad. It looks like such a nice bike, too. Hard to believe that it could break from just that. It's my fault. I think I was using the wrong oil. Cars, motorbikes, they're all the same. Clog the exhaust, and they won't run. Machines. Tell me you share my angst there, forehead. I ride a bicycle, actually. Yeah. In the event, I'm off to the shop to get her fixed. The detective in charge of the scene is in front of me, in any case. The detective? You mean the one in the lab coat? Yeah, she's in a foul mood too. Be gentle. Off with him, baby. Oh my god, there he goes! And the forecast for the park today, gloomy skies. Well, nothing to do but head on in. Let's hit the park, Apollo. Come on, call me Polly. Call me Polly. People Park. Huh? There's something about this on... Ooh, the tarps are off. And there's a footprint there. The blue tarps are gone. Maybe that's it? Yeah, I think you're right. Look over there. The white frock detective from yesterday. She seems to be apologizing reverently to the trash can. She's under a lot of stress. The investigation is probably not going too well. Hey, you there! If you're going to talk about someone behind their back, do it more quietly, please. Oh, Detective Sky, hello. You seem as gloomy as ever. This is miserable. Miserable. I just got a new kid and I can't get the stuff to work. And everyone's all smiles for that glamorous fop. Glamorous? Does she mean Prosecutor Geb? More to the point, doesn't she mean glamorous? When he walks in his shiny chains catch the sun. When he walks his shiny chains catch the sun and glimmer in my eyes. It's distracting. Speaking of distracting, I guess I'll have to accept the fact that I lack talent. Sounds like she's trying out some new forensics technique. Hey, how about slippers? They say the Miraculous Clinic. Hey! What? The slipper, look right here. I think I see a toe mark. A toe mark? You mean we can get a print off that? Sure. Toes have prints just like fingers do, you know. This little clue might be a gold mine. Oh, there's one problem. The police station doesn't keep a record of toe prints, so we won't know whose it is. I guess that would be too much to hope for. Still, it might be useful somehow. Let's analyze it. I mean, we already showed the back, right? The bottom is covered with paint. Huh? What's this weird shape here? Okay. Let's examine the footprint here. Poor Mr. Aldoon, his stand's been sitting here since this whole thing started. Oh, it's almost like home here in the park now. I think it should be made into a playhouse for children. I think its owner would disagree. What about that? I can't look at the leaves? Hello? Do you mind me asking exactly what it is you've been doing? Squatting down on the ground like that? Ooh, you want to know? Do you? Well, I splurged on a new toy. You splurged? You mean it wasn't police issue? What is it? I see a roller and blue. This is a footprint analysis kit. Footprint? It was raining on the night of the murder, which means that prints were left. Oh, does this have anything to do with those blue tarps? Right. The ground was muddy, so I had to protect it as it was that night. Ever wanted to know exactly where someone was standing? Like your panty-snatching student witness, for instance? Aha! So at that kit. Right. What? Want to try this stuff out? Huh? Are you sure? I mean, we're sort of on opposing teams and all. Oh, pshaw, you're friends! And, to tell the truth, I'm not so good at doing this. Guess I'm a little clumsy. I could use your help. Ooh, I'm good at stuff like this. I used to make magic bunnies out of paper mache. Footprint analysis, huh? Well, should I give it a go? Hell yeah! Okay, I'll give it a go. That's the spirit. Right, allow me to explain. One moment. She's reading the instructions of her kid. Why does this not fill me with confidence? First, we have to pick the footprint, or in this case, shoe print we want to analyze. I've taken the liberty of marking all the shoe prints in the park. Well, which shoe print should we start with? The one next to the clay. Fucking this one. If we're going to verify the defendant's account, here's the place to start. Shoe prints. Prepare to be examined. Ooh, this is so exciting. Right, here goes. First, pour the plaster into the print until it's full. You try it. How am I supposed to do that? Just touch the screen where you want to pour the plaster. Like this. That doesn't look too hard. If you run out of plaster in your beaker before you're done, you have to start over. Okay. That sounds like hentai cum. Not bad. You're handier with that than you look. What's that supposed to mean? On to the next step. Dry the plaster until it turns white. Right. Just touch to direct the dryer. There. Give it a shot. Looks like it's hardened nicely. Let's take a look. Yeah, that's a good one. Next, the ink. Ready for the next step? Use a roller to ink just the shoe print part. Hold on to that roller tight now and roll it up and down. Keep going until you get enough ink on there for a good print. Right! Now the moment you've been waiting for. Let's take our print. Ready? Here goes. Oh wow. Let's see if we get a match. Yep, that's it. So the shoe prints belong to Wataki after all. He was in the park on the night of the rhyme. Wow, I can almost see the science at work. Don't you love it? Nothing feels better. She's definitely way more into this than I am. But let me know if you want to do some more. I'll be here, solving the case, with science. Well, if that certainly brightened her mood. Well, I want to do more sciencey things, so let me see it. Please. Detective Sky, why don't we give it another go? Right on. Leave no print unanalyzed, I say. Now to pick which print you want to analyze. Okay, looking good. Next, to dry the plaster. Dude, that legit looks like shit. What the fuck did you just make me do? Okay, let's take out the mold. Okay, good. Yeah, that's a good one. Next, the ink. Right, now the moment you've been waiting for. Let's all take our print. Ready? Here goes. Oh, shit. Huh, that's a funny shoe print. Is that even a shoe? It is strange, so smooth. Except for the part with the leaf. I can see without even looking at this print doesn't match any print on our list. A mystery print. Well, how about this one? Hey, say the Miraculous Clinic. Hey! What? A slipper. Look right here. I think I see a toe mark. A toe mark. I mean... Oh, no. Do we have to examine this again? What? Come on, let me show it. Ah, fuck it, whatever. I won't lie, I'm not fond of the man. Those glamorous types always rub me the wrong way. Glamorous, right. A prosecutor should be cool with wit and furrow of brow. Less glamorous and more simmerous, you know? No, actually I don't. Well, that and what happened 7 years ago. Prosecutor was the one who stripped Mr. Wright of his attorney's badge. What? Really? He was the one? You mean you didn't know? I thought you were one of his boys. I'm neither a boy nor one of his, but let's see what she has to say. What exactly happened 7 years ago? I never actually heard the details. Then investigate. It's better you learned it for yourself anyway. Detective Scott, you know Mr. Wright, correct? How do you know my daddy? I want details. Well, he helped me out a long time ago. You might say he saved me. Wasn't he saying something about getting involved in an incident? I can't stand it when things are vague, especially in the case. I went to study to become a forensic scientist in Europe. But you're a detective now? Well, I failed the test. But you know, rank and title don't matter. What matters is what's inside your heart. I've always thought that too. And my heart is full of science. That's why I bought this kit through mail order. And I'm going to test it here before the forensics team arrives. Are you sure that's okay? Detective Sky, mind if we give another shoe print? I believe you're beginning to appreciate the wonder that is forensic science. Now to pick which print you want to analyze. Okay, looking good. Next to dry the plaster. Okay, let's take out the mold. Ah, yeah, that's a good one. Next thing. Right, now the moment you've all been waiting for. Let's take our print. Ready? Here goes. Yeah, let's see if we get a match. Yeah, that's the one. So the shoe prints belong to Wesley Stickler. This confirms his testimony, the final version at least. Now we know where the penny statue was standing. His print is far too smooth to be a regular shoe. It is a shoe print of some kind though, that's certain. Still, you have to wonder what it's doing here. It's right next to the Elgin noodle stand. It does make one wonder. Hey, you. Yeah? Why are you so quiet all of a sudden? You wouldn't happen to have something in mind. Something that might have left this mystery shoe print. This mystery shoe print does remind me of something. Show my evidence. Oh, I had to actually show the evidence. Well, I think it's these slippers, actually. Slippers? What would slippers be doing out here? But look at the bottom, see? It's covered with paint, except for... See right here? Hey, that spot is shaped like a leaf. What if a leaf was stuck on the bottom and came off when the slipper stepped in paint? Makes sense, doesn't it? Wait, something's written on them. The Miraculous Clinic. Exactly, the victim's clinic. Wait, that means that someone from the clinic was involved. Why is she just standing there eating? Detective Sky, I have a favor to ask. What? Can you get us access into the Miraculous Clinic? The police won't let us in. They say the murderer and the clinic are not connected. And it's off limits until we prove they are. I should be able to do something for you, yes. Eh? Really? Well, you did my work for me here with the shoe prints. Seems like I should return the favor. Thank you, Detective Sky. Here, show this to the police officer on duty. Detective Sky's orders added to the court record. Ooh. Right, Miraculous Clinic, here comes justice. Whoops. She put a little heart by her name. How cute. Isn't she a little old for cute? Apollo, shame on you. Cute is eternal. Cute is timeless. No matter how old a woman gets, she always carries a little innocence maiden inside her. Really now, I suppose. I've never heard it put quite that way before. When I sign my name, I always put it in a little diamond. Trucy, right. See? Cute, don't you think? It's a little confusing. Won't people think your middle name is Diamond? Hey! You could write your name like Apollo equals justice. I do like justice, but that's taken it a bit far. Alright, let's go. Thanks, Sky. Let's go. Let's search a porn emulator. Ah, you two again. When will you learn? Look at me however you want. You're not going in today. I wouldn't be so sure if I were you. Look what we have. What's this? Detective Sky. Yesterday it was Prosecutor Gavin. Today it's Detective Sky. Who are you two, really? Now he's suspicious again. Well, you got the orders. I gotta let you in. Have fun. Thanks, Mr. Officer. Let's hit it, Apollo. Hell yeah. Let's go. Ooh. Yo, shit. Bowls. Huh. Kind of an at-home sort of place, isn't it? This place is a connection to the murder in the park. I'm sure of it. The police guy out front wasn't so sure. Beyond it being where the victim lived, looks like the police team's gone home for the day. There might be some clues lying around. But yeah, right there. Let's get cracking, Apollo. There's a single pair of sandals here. Wait, but why would there be sandals here? Unless they belong to one of the patients. Or maybe it's a visitor that's come to see Dr. Maractus. You'd think they use his house entrance instead of the clinic entrance in that case. And this patient or visitor isn't still here. Why did they leave without their shoes? Better take a closer look at these, just in case. Oh yeah, I'll take a look at it. The clinic reception desk. No one's here, of course. There's a small sign on the counter. Please pay your bill. Remember, we're the ones holding the scalpel. Brutal, but effective. Cute women's sandals, found in the Maractus Clinic foyer. Oh shit. Hey, there's a print here. Hey Apollo, do you think this is... Huh, this could be a toe print. Maybe we can get a print off of this. Let's try it out. There we go. Hey, it worked! That looks like a big toe, maybe. But wait, I mean, it's great that we got the print. But is there such a thing as a list of toe prints? Oh, good point. If there is, Detective Sky didn't give it to us. Which means we can't match this print. It seems like a good time to ask a detective's advice. Yeah, good idea. How about these noodle bowls? What's in this? Look at all these bowls. They are from the Eldon's noodles. That's Mr. Salty. Then I think we've figured something out. I think we have. Mr. Ardoon must do takeout. Not exactly what I was thinking. All the bowls have been washed clean. I think we found our first clue, Trucy. Look, this door says doctor's office. Think this is the victim's private office? It's not locked. Too bad. Why too bad? I like opening locks. It's kind of a hobby of mine. Like those little bike locks. Don't even bother putting them on when I'm around. That's probably not a hobby you want to tell too many people about. Apollo! A sound! It came behind this door. Why is there a Shimeji here? Someone's in there! Let's check it out, Trucy. A break-in! They left through that window. Wait, Apollo, you're too late to catch them now. That must mean her experience as a petty snatcher chaser taught me. Well, we should tell the police. Let's check out the room. First, Apollo, if we call the police now, we'll lose our chance. You're right. She's better at this than I am. Well, one thing's for certain. This clinic and our murder case are looking pretty related now. That actually scared me. Because it's like really dark, and I don't want to fucking be scared. Books and papers are scattered around the room. Wow, what a mess. This is worse than Daddy's room. The burglar must have left in a hurry. Even the cup on the desk lying here is on its side. Huh? The juice that spilled out of the cup. It's dry. So the messy one wasn't a burglar just now. Someone knocked his cup over a while ago and left it. Kind of an expensive looking lamp, isn't it? Hey, that bulb's broken. Broken? Think being burned out? No, our cat burglar must have dropped it. But why is it standing up on the floor like that then? Hey, look at the cord. Huh? There's a red splotch on the part of the cord. You think that's blood? It's a little bright for blood, almost pinkish. Something's definitely odd about this lamp, that's for sure. This cord runs to the lamp. It has a red stain on it. Gotta wonder what left that stain. Wait, I know. Maybe it was left there by a red marker. Like they were trying to write their name and slip. Why would anyone write their name on a lamp cord? I used to write my name on my magic ropes. The bulb is broken. It won't turn on. Oh? How is it broken? Don't touch that. You'll cut yourself. Yeah. Fool me once, shame on me. Fool me twice. My finger! Ah! You're bleeding. Let me see that. Wait. Magic blood. Teehee. Gotcha. Please don't do that again. I have enough to worry about without my coworkers injuring themselves on evidence. Books and papers are scattered around the room. Wow, what a mess. This is worse than Daddy's room. The burglars must have been left in a hurry. Even the cup. Oh, okay, I already saw it. There's a safe here. Wow, a cute little safe. Looks like a 4-digit lock. Huh! Someone's already entered the 2 numbers, Apollo. 7, 9... Wait, do you think that burglar just now was trying to open it? I wanna know what's inside this safe. Is there any way we can figure out the last 2 numbers? Well, we know that the first 2 had 7 or 9. Maybe that's something in the court record. Maybe. Honestly don't know. Something that can help us figure out the last 2 numbers. I wonder. Well, I have an idea. I knew it, Apollo. What is it? Well, all we have to know is what buttons have been pressed. We can use this to find out what's the next 2 numbers are. When you press the buttons, you'd have to touch them with your finger, right? It would leave a print. When you open a safe, you don't press any other buttons but the right ones, right? So if we find the buttons with the fingerprints, We have the safe code. Not bad, Apollo. I didn't even think I had the evidence either. Alright, let's go. Oh shit. Look, you can see the oily finger residues clearly. Look at 7 and 9. These are glove marks. The burglar must have been wearing gloves. Well, we might not be able to identify the burglar, but we can open the safe. Let's give it a shot. Oh hey, look at that. Ooh, it opened. It looks like a medical chart. There's an x-ray in here with it. An x-ray. Can't make heads or tails of it. I can't read the chart either, it's all in medical speak. But the names are easy enough to read. Look, by patient it says walkie-talkie. Oh no. So this is Walkie, our client's chart. Why would this one chart be here in a safe? Let's see, the physician's signature says Pal Maractus. Eh? What is it, Apollo? Look here where it says who filled the chart. Let's see. Nurse Alida Tiella. Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh boy. We got ourselves a culprit. Alida Tialida is Walkie's fiance. That's one Ida too many, Apollo. I'll put this in fucking. Never mind that, what's her name doing here? How should I know? Though, I guess it means she's on staff at this clinic? Odd that she neglected to mention this before now. I'm sure she had her reasons. So Alida Tiala worked at the Maractus clinic, and she had access to Walkie-Talkie's medical chart. You got the I and Y wrong, Apollo. I'd be very interested to find out what this chart says. Who could help us decipher this? What's this? What's this? I want this. This looks like a bullet hole. Huh, you can see the bullet sticking out of it. Why is it in the middle of the safe? Hey, the bullet came out. The tip was all squished. Not surprising given that it was fired into a metal safe. This bullet's got a story behind it, that's for sure. Bullet added to the quarter. There we go. Walkie's medical chart was hidden inside a safe, and Alida Tiala was the one who found it. I had to figure out what this card says. I wonder if there's anyone who can help us decipher it. Okay, so nothing else. Got it. This plot of plan has seen better days. Huh, that doesn't make any sense either. What doesn't? Normally, burglars are looking for valuables, right? That's true. What I would do if I were a burglar. So why look under a potted plant? Maybe they were looking for the key to the safe. I heard the people putting their house keys under the plants, but the key to a safe? Then maybe the burglar was looking for the house keys. This is getting nowhere fast. Whoa, what are those? The wall's covered with beakers. Eek! Something's moving inside that one. You look, Apollo. Hey, look at yourself. You can't. Oh. It's a goldfish. Wow, they're all fish. So many kinds. Whoever designed this had a sixth sense of humor. Alright, let's go. We out here. Come on, Aldoon, help us out. Aldoon ain't here. God damn it. Maybe I need to ask Kataki for... Ask Emma about something first. I know that face. That's the face of someone who's made a discovery. Hey, how did you know? You can't fool someone trained in the ways of science. Next you'll have us analyzing face prints. Let's ask Detective Sky to help us, Apollo. These sandals. That's quite a clear print there. A toe print. Too bad we don't know whose toe it is. Well, there is a way of finding out, of course. There is? What? All you need is a sample of the same toe print off another shoe, for instance. Oh, right. So if the prints matched, you would know the same person were both. Do I have another shoe worn by the same person? Can I see this? Oh, there is something in there. I wonder, could this be a print? Why would it be a finger? Oh, you mean a toe print? Good call, Apollo. I think we can analyze it just like a regular print. This could be a vital piece of evidence. I didn't even think of looking in here. That's sick. Hey, it worked. That looks like a big toe, maybe. Wow, I feel like the case is solved already. What was next? We had to match the print, right? Right, let's match it. Wait, the detectives didn't give us a list of toe prints, Apollo. Oh, good point. Maybe we should ask her, get some expert advice. Well, she's right in front of us, so let's do this. I do. I think I might, actually. Really? I'm beginning to suspect something here. Detective Sky, can you match this sample with this other print? This pair of slippers, toe print and all. Ooh, the print on these is nice and clear too. That makes our job easy. Can you analyze it for us? Of course. Hang on. Bingo! Gosh, I'm good. Hey, we were the ones who had found the prints. A perfect match. The same person who wore these and sandals and slippers. I was afraid of that. All you had to do was find out who these sandals belong to. Or do you already know? I can't say, not yet. Well, that's one big step closer to the truth. Now let's go talk to, Aldu. Please? Can we? Aww. Hold on, what else is in my court record? Oh, blood, right. I should probably ask her about that. Say, could you take a look at this lamp? The bulb's broken. Right, strange, isn't it? Really? I break bulbs all the time. My desk is a mess and my lamp is always falling over. Not too bright, huh? Ouch. I still think it's kind of odd. Wait, the blood though? Nigga. The heck of Sky, I was wondering about this. Ah, Trucy, wait. What? This bullet was inside the safe, right? That means the police don't know about it yet. Oh, right, we can just use this in trial tomorrow. Do I have to repeat myself every time? If you're going to talk behind its own back, do so quietly. What did I tell you before? What about the Right Anything Agency? Oh, finally. Is Phoenix gonna be here? Hey, what's up, dude? Ah, the prodigal attorney returns. Welcome, Apollo. I heard you did well in the trial today. Here to discuss something? I could use a little diversion. What did Detective Sky say? If you want to know something, you have to investigate it yourself. Mr. Wright, tell me what happened 7 years ago. Please. I want to know. I need to know. You certainly didn't waste any time getting to the point. 7 years ago, I was standing in a courtroom on behalf of a client. The case involved the death of a certain magnificent genius. I'd be surprised if you hadn't heard about it. It was all over the news, I remember that. You were up against Prosecutor Gavin, weren't you? Yeah, he was only 17 years old at the time. 17 years old? That's still high school. He took the bar exam abroad, in Europe. They're progressive over there, you know. I was defeated by a 17-year-old newcomer. In my shame, I left the practice forever. That's all. That's all? How could that be all? What do you mean? What about what they were saying on the news about forged evidence? They said you forged evidence and had your attorney's badge stripped from you. Tell me, how does it feel? How does it feel to stand here before Phoenix Wright, the forging attorney himself? How does it feel? I don't know I don't want to believe it's true. But what about what happened in my first trial? Did you not notice today in Tony's room? There was a single piece of forged evidence. I don't see you jumping to my defense on this one. Maybe I did forge evidence, maybe I didn't. It doesn't really matter now, does it? But I'm not an attorney anymore. That's the only truth you need to know. Mr. Wright looks like he doesn't want to talk about the accusations of forgery for now. That's not true. Hands are itching. Nope. Audio's not back yet? These must be the slippers for the patients at the clinic. The same as the pair we found, of course. Look, a single pair is missing from the rack here, too. And ours have the paint on the bottoms, which means they were taken out of here on the night of the murder. Right. The paint's from the hit and run, after all. But what were a pair of clinic slippers doing in the trash can? And what were they doing at the scene of the hit and run? The clinic reception desk. That was pretty intense, wasn't it? If we'd gone in there 1 second earlier, we might have met the burglar. But Apollo, what would we have said if we did see them? We couldn't exactly shout out, "Hey, who are you?" It does lack a certain punch. Let's think of something cool to say for the next time we do a burglar. We do meet a burglar, I mean. I feel like I'm missing something. What about this? I keep forgetting about this place. Okay, thanks, phone. Don't cry, Angel. Daddy's back and Daddy's... Oh, you again. Do you always have to announce your entrance like that? Man, my old man, Now I'm all in a funk, and it's his fault. One can only assume that his father had to teach him a lesson that failed clearly. You two got your work cut out for you, straight up. Of course, I don't care if they lock me up. I'm ready to go. Some days, I wonder why I would do what I do. Wait, let me present some evidence first. Walkie, you don't happen to recognize these, do you? Hey, sure I do. I was the one who bought them for her. For Miss Tiala? Yeah, a birthday present. She's got mad little feet. Man, so cute, man. So these sandals are hers. Yeah, I kinda had a feeling. What's up with the funky vibes? Belong to Miss Tiala. Then this is print hers too. Something wrong? No, nothing. But the toe prints match, which means the sandals and slippers were worn by the same person. And the slippers are from Ractus Clinic. These have to be connected to the crime. Man, that is so far off the hook, it's off the chain, G. Wonder how my Alita's doing. Man, I miss her. Oops, I didn't mean to do that. Go back. Hey man, you won't see me bugging about 1 or 2 guilty charges. What if you're found guilty of murder? Hey, it's all experience, you feel me, shorty? Like a badge of honor. They don't give the death penalty, do they? You didn't really do it, did you? Maybe I did. Maybe I didn't. I've learned one thing today, is that silence speaks louder than words. Man, my old man is whack. Disappointing, that's what he is. I heard he wants to leave the mob. Over my dead body. I spend my life trying to keep it real, being an OG and never stepping down. Now my old man wants to go soft? Fine, let him. Just leave me out of it. Day I get out of the clink, that's the day Alita and I start the next generation like a Taki family. Please don't talk as though it's assumed that you're going to jail for my sake. Alita sandals. Can we go see can we go see the Eldune's house, please? I want to see Eldune. Let me, I want to fucking... I want to see his patient. Shit. Please. Can you show him something else? It's gotta be something with fucking Walkie here. What about this? Huh? What's that? Some kind of X-ray? Wait. That's right, Walkie. It's yours. Hey, look. I don't smoke or nothing. I'll live long, right? I don't think he gets it, Paula. Take a closer look. Here in particular. Where it says nurse, it's signed Alita Tiala. Huh. You lawyers do your homework. So, you met Miss Tiala when you... Yeah, I met her at the clinic, so... Could you tell us a bit more about the circumstances of your meeting? Fine, fine. I'll tell you how we went if you want to know that bad. About half a year ago, I was shot during a turf war with another family. I was ready to die, sure, but they came in and got me, hauled me off to the docks. The Miraculous Clinic. That's where I met her, a fallen angel. You mean Alita Tiala? She was scared of me at first, turns out. But you know what they say, the bad guy always gets the ladies. Right. She was done with that clinic anyhow. So I was like, I'll take you on, woman. Straight gangsta style. Guess what she said? What did she say? Come on, give it some thought. She said real quiet like, on a down low. Know what I'm saying? I'll leave, if you'll marry me. So, that was the proposal? You know it, an oath of love right there in the hospital room. Just like that, the job was done, and we were out of there. See you later, bye. About that op. Yeah, didn't go so well after all, did it? I know about the report. I know it's still in me. This health checkup was the boss's idea, he said. Yeah, can you imagine? What's the point of living healthy if you're a G, you know what I'm saying? But you didn't learn about the blood of that checkup? Yeah, that's when I knew the doctor had to pay. Figured I'd get that cat pulled after I got my revenge. Hey, I'm still living large now, aren't I? Incidentally, have you ever had a health checkup before? Nah, my old man suddenly gets the idea that we all gotta get checkups. Guess he's getting older, I mean. Oh, here we go, finally. Hey, see this report. We've been looking them over for you. What's the matter, Trucy doll? Apollo, show him what we found. Nothing like expert advice. I suppose he is a doctor still. Mr. Aldoon, is everything okay? I'm just so happy. I just thought my doctor days were gone for good. Mr. Aldoon. Mr. Aldoon, could you look at this? A medical chart. Hey, you shouldn't go around taking these from clinics. Why the sudden silence, Mr. Aldoon? What's going on here? That's what we want to know. That chart belongs to my client. He's on trial on suspicion of murder. On trial? That's crazy. You can't put him on trial. He's ABD. ABD? All but dead. He's knocking out the pearly gates and someone's about to answer. Can you tell us why? Holy shit. He's awesome. Well, permit me to speak like a surgeon. You listen up good now, son. No way! It's like he's a completely different person. Well, according to this chart, this walkie-talkie fella's not doing so well. He's got a bullet right up the side of his heart. That's right. Yeah, but this chart talks about the post-op. In other words, the operation is already finished. As you can see, the bullet's still stuck in there. Why would it still be stuck there after the operation to remove it? Well, about the only reason I can think of is it was too tricky to operate on. What? That bullet's snug as a bug next to that aorta, which is connected to the heart. Heck, that scrap of metal is just surrounded by blood vessels. Kind of a miracle. 2 millimeters to either side, and there'd be some serious bleeding going on in there. Not something your average dog would be eager to fiddle with. You mean, it took a miracle to get that bullet stuck where it is. It'd take more than a miracle to take it out. It would take a magician. I'm only up to making rabbits disappear. I haven't learned bullets yet. Of course, with the heart pumping and lungs working, that blood's on the move. I'd give him another half a year, tops. But Walkie's operation was already half a year ago. That's why I'm saying you're out of time. This kid shouldn't be on trial. He should be on an operating table. Great, just great. How could Dr. Maractus do such a terrible thing? How could he just leave that bullet in there? I got a pretty good idea of how he felt. In an emergency operation, he's got the kid's chest open on the table, and he finds that bullet. That's despair right there, Trucy doll. Cold despair. Despair? About the only thing he could do was sew the boy back up. He wasn't exactly in the situation to go admitting he couldn't take it out. The Kitakis. You bet. This kid's their only son, I hear. So he skips the operation and walks back on the street living his life. Of course, it's only a matter of time before his heart hemorrhages and he drops cold. How awful. And which doctor would they take him to? Maractus. He's got enough ties to them, he could probably cover up the truth of what happened. That's just horrible. He left Walkie to die. There's a darkness in this world, Trucy doll. Waiting, hungry. Compared to it, these gangs turf wars are like kid games. When you're up against real evil, well, it don't matter if you're weak or strong, it'll take you all the same. You were a surgeon, right, Mr. Old Dude? You could operate a walkie, couldn't you? I wish. What? I'm afraid there ain't nobody in the country that could. Maybe not even in the world. So Walkie, he's real lucky to be alive even now. No. There's one problem. Apollo? This chart. Look at the nurse section. Alita Tiala. That's right. This operation was how they met. Yeah, the problem is, she knew. She knew about Walkie's condition, guaranteed. Why didn't she ever tell him? It doesn't make any sense. If she knew her patient was in serious danger, you'd think she'd want to get that second operation before getting engaged. What was she thinking, Apollo? What were you all thinking, Tiala? Probably the money. When he dies, he just takes the money, right? Alright, we're done. I'm gonna take a break. Be back later though. That was sick though. Holy fuck. Alright. Water break. Alright, we're back. Let's do it. One more time. This is it, the big day. Did you get any sleep? Yeah, I went to bed at 1 a.m. or so. Oh? What time did you wake up? 3 a.m. That's only 2 hours, Apollo. But at least you have me. And the amazing Mr. Hat. Here's looking at you, kid. Good luck today, Apollo. That voice. Oh, it's Phoenix. Hey, get any sleep? Mr. Riot. I was going out of my mind with boredom, so I assigned myself early out today. Somehow that place makes fake piano playing at the Indoctine pasta joint seem almost fun. Daddy! Do you know who Prosecutor Gavin's witness is today? Take a guess. How about Little Plum? That's Sherman Tank of a mom? Nope, guess again. That's too bad. You know, speaking of moms, you need to find me a new mommy one of these days, Daddy. It's barely morning and you're at it already, Trucy. Okay, see, this is why I don't buy their father-daughter relationship. So, Mr. Wright, do you know who the prosecution's witness is? Alita Tiala, your clan's fiancée. She's going to be a witness? But that seems odd. Why would she testify against her own fiancé? You have to wonder what Gavin's up to. Something's going down today, that much is clear. Well, not to worry, I've got my panties back. If we can't find a killer, I'll pull one out of there. I want to see updated sprites for this game. It'd be cool. Court is now in session for the trial of Walkie-Talkie. The defense is ready, Your Honor. Prosecution is warmed up and it's sold-out house. Very well, to recap, while yesterday's witness seemed more guilty than any other party, guilty of panty snatching, we did find out one thing for certain. There were 3 people in the park at the time of the murder. The witness, the victim, and the defendant. Correct, Air Judge. And today, I'd like to do something a little new age. I'd like to look up at this horrible crime from the outside. The outside? The acquisition of the murder weapon, the preparation for the act. Our poor defendant told all, you see. To his betrothed. His betrothed? His betrothed, his fiancée, Air Judge. His partner for life, with no chance for parole. Very well, you may show the lucky lady to the stamp. Hey, it's Tiala. Your name and occupation, Fraulein? Alito Tiala. My occupation is future wife. Traditional values. I respect that. Too many brides these days can't even weave baskets or blindfolded underwater. Yet you're here today as a witness for the prosecution. To be honest, I didn't want to testify at first, but I couldn't hide the truth. Honesty, another admirable trait. Fraulein, is it true that on the day of the crime, the defendant Wakiyataki confessed his plans for murder? Yes. The witness will please give her testimony to the court. Okay. So the pistol did belong to the Kitaki family then. Yeah, with regard to this, an investigation is underway at the Kitaki mansion on charges of the possession of illegal firearms. And the bullet that took the victim's life, was it fired from the pistol the defendant procured? Yes, this has been proven. How can you prove something like that? Bullets carry marks from the barrel fired from them, calling them rifling marks. Rifling marks? Think of them as being a gun's fingerprints left on every bullet it fires. And when did you first hear about Waki's plan? It was the day of the murder. I should have stopped him. I just didn't think he would actually do it. Very well. The defense may begin the cross-examination. Alright, let's go. I'm ready. I'll teach him, he said. He took one of the family's pistols. And you already know what happened that night. Poor Ciala. I can't imagine what it'd be like to be in her position. I'm a little more concerned for her fiancé. Why would she testify against him like this? That must have been quite frightening. He was furious. He ripped his report up to shreds. Incidentally, I had to request another copy of the file as evidence. A bothersome chore, but one I perform without complaint. Waki's at an age where he's hard to control when he loses his temper. Of course, that little bit of instability is so cute. Great, now he sounds like a psychopath. So, it's easy to take a pistol out from the house? Not really, I think. There's a system in place to limit access. But Waki's a special case, being the next in line. Perhaps his treatment was a bit too special, yeah? Well, maybe he's a bit spoiled. I hear he got amazing presents for his birthdays. Last year was a switchblade made out of chewing gum and a chocolate gravestone. Sounds like he has a taste for sweets and danger. The point here being that Waki had access to a pistol. And you already know what happened that night. What happened? Meaning the murder. I tried to stop him, I really did. But Waki wouldn't listen. Our defendant was nothing if not determined, it seems. The last thing you should do is blame yourself, miss. How can you say that for certain? How? Air forehead, you will refrain from badgering the Fraulein. It was the defendant, or Waki was it, who took the pistol from his home. We know this for a fact now. I suppose we do. So how could anyone else have used his pistol to shoot the victim? They could not. Simple logic, yeah? Does the defense have anything to say regarding this proof? Does someone else have used that pistol? Oh no. But it can't be Walkie because I can't accuse him of that. I guess there had to be another. Lol. Based on your testimony, there was clearly another. One other person had access to that pistol. What's this? Interesting. Let's ask the defense then. Tell the court who this other person is. Hold on, let me scratch my stomach. Okay, here we go. Take that! Well, of course, I mean you, Miss Tiala. Yeah. Me? But why? You were quite clear when you told the court. You heard about the pistol from the defense found it on the day of the murder. In other words, you knew what he was planning. Objection! Let me get this straight. You intend to tell us that this lady stole the pistol from her fiancé and killed a man in cold blood on his behalf? I've heard of people doing strange things for love, but this, it does seem a bit unfathomable, to be sure. I'm all for romance and supporting your partner in life, for sure. But I think I would hesitate at murder. I'd hope you do more than hesitate. But what if a different connection could be proven? A connection between the witness and the victim. You might find that she had a personal motive beyond wanting to help her fiancé. That would put things in a slightly different light. What possible connection are you suggesting here? You know what I'm starting to think? I'm starting to think that the police never looked inside that safe. I have evidence showing a connection between the witness and Miss Tiala and the victim. That looks like a medical chart. Found inside a safe at the Maractus Clinic. I'd like to draw the court's attention to the names written on the chart. What? Miss Tiala! Why is your name on this chart? Well, care to explain the meaning of this, Miss Tiala? I'm not sure what you mean by meaning, Mr. Justice. Our warm little fiancé just froze over. I was on the staff at that clinic until half a year ago. It was boring, so I quit. And that's all. Is there a problem with that? Miss Tiala! You testified that you had no connection to the victim. I don't, now. Am I right? That's not true at all. Why, I embrace the ones I love, past flaws and ultimate. There's no connection now. Doesn't fly in the court of law. Doesn't fly? She's one tough nut. She probably feels right at home with the Kentuckys. You left your job at the Maractus Clinic, true, but you remain connected somehow. Very well, Mr. Justice. Show us evidence that proves the witness is still connected to the Maractus Clinic. These sandals were found in the Maractus Clinic lobby. They're yours, aren't they? Oh! Well, who knows? I'm sure there are lots of people with those sandals. So sorry, Fraulein, but your act isn't working. Your moment of hesitation just now cost you. What's with you? I thought you were on my side. Perhaps you are unaware that toes have toe prints? A simple analysis of these sandals will reveal all. Well, now we see your true colors. I was wrong to cooperate with you from the beginning. I just wanted you to help get Walkie back on the straight and narrow. This court thinks you need to worry less about Walkie and more about yourself. It sounds like as though we need to hear a bit more about your story. Your sandals were found in the entrance to the clinic, which means you were there on the day of the murder. Well, there's a little point in denying it. Very well, the witness will tell us about the visit. Why did you go to the Maractus Clinic that day? Her sprites changed like instantly. Jesus Christ, no wonder. No wonder fucking Walkie likes her. I did go to the clinic that day, my first time in half a year since I quit in January. I went to warn him. After all, I knew Walkie had the pistol. The doctor always was a timid man, too timid to admit his own mistake. Why else would I have gone? I'm not hiding any dark secrets. I want to tell him to be careful as an old friend. By mistake, you mean the mistake we heard about from the defendant? The botched operation? He was a timid small man, but I never wished him harm. I just thought I should let him know, you know? That does make sense. Yes, but there is still one thing, which does not. What's that, Prosecutor Gavin? The sandals left in the lobby, of course. We can assume she wore these sandals to the clinic, yeah? Then why did she not wear them home? If it were me, I would have worn them home. I would have worn those sandals home too. So why were the sandals left behind? He pointed out the contradiction before I did. There's probably a good explanation for this, right, Miss Tiala? Say, for instance, there happened to be a similar pair of sandals there which you wore home by mistake. Actually, that's right. I'm impressed, Mr. Gavin. Oh, it is nothing. There is, after all, no possible explanation. Zia, forehead. Oh, what the? No fair. He's filling the holes in her testimony. She went to that clinic just to warn him. Do you know why she went, Apollo? Time to figure out what really happened at that clinic. And fast! You mean the act of malpractice on Walkie, correct? If he had just told Walkie the truth from the beginning, none of this would have happened. True, the operation was the start of the whole affair. He probably couldn't have gone to the police even if he wanted to. That's why I knew I had to warn him. No dark secrets, eh? What? Look at me however you want, Mr. Justice. You won't find a thing. She's hiding something, I know it. I must have some evidence that proves it, too. You're free to think whatever you like. I went to that clinic with only one thought in mind. That can't be right. I'm not hiding any dark secrets. I mean, you are kind of hiding this. Let's go. Okay. This chart was found inside a safe in a doctor's office. Yes? Why would this one chart be in that safe? Miss Tiala, you know why it was, don't you? Mind filling me in? Dr. Maractus didn't have the leisure of making mistakes. That's why you wrote up a false report and kept the truth locked away. Bad air doctor. And this is where you come in, Miss Tiala. Why is she, like, scratching her neck with that? This nurse who filed the chart was you, which means you knew about Wakie's failed operation. Interesting. You were in the same position as Dr. Maractus. Kind of makes it hard to claim no connection, doesn't it? Wow, she's tiny. You're bold for a novice, I'll give you that. Mr. Justice, you must know I was only a nurse. The doctor is responsible for the chart's contents. You bad little attorney. My bracelet's reacting again. What is it, Apollo? I felt my bracelet vibrate just now. Your bracelet? Just like yesterday, like you said. When a witness is unsure of something, their nervous habit gives them away. But I can't see any... Is it a mosquito? No. I can't see anything, Apollo. Eh? Then what's with my bracelet reacting to? Wait, maybe... Yes, that has to be it. What has to be it? Your senses, Apollo. It must be sharper than mine. Huh? I can't see it, but you can sense it. I don't know about that, Trucy. I don't have some kind of special power or anything. Listen to me, Apollo. There's a weak point somewhere in Miss Giala's testimony, but we don't know what her nervous habit is. I know what it is. It's her scratching her neck. Well, what do we do? You have to perceive it yourself, Apollo, with your eyes and your senses. And it's up to me and my bracelet. I don't know why, but the bracelet helps. Somehow, touching it helps me focus. Let's give it a shot and bring out testimony. Ooh, that's the music. Has to be this.
Gotcha!
She fiddles with her ring. Why go to the clinic for a half-year-old chart now, you ask? But you know why you would go now, don't you? I don't know what you're talking about. It was quite clear, Miss Giala. You have a nervous habit. The moment you said the word now, you used your right thumb and fiddled with your ring. What? She was unsure. I saw it. Now, that's the key word. The chart wasn't a part of your past. It's a clear and present threat. That's ridiculous. Why, if that were the case, I would have 6 months to do something about it. Indeed. Eh? Which means something happened quite recently. Something to make that chart a problem for you now. I've got her on the ropes now, I can feel it. Time to strike the killing blow with evidence. Miss Giala, there's no use in trying to hide it. The chart became a threat to you now because of this. A health checkup report belonging to the defendant. The Katakis are trying to get out of the business. The health checkup this month was their first ever. What did you think when you heard about this? Eh? Well, nothing. Why should I think of anything? Oh, I would think you were positively beside yourself, because you were afraid. You knew Waki's chest x-ray would reveal. A full half year had passed since the operation. You thought you were home free, and the chart came back to haunt you. Damn. That's all, Your Honor. What just happened? Did the witness just admit to lying? I sensed it. There was a great aura emanating from Air Forehead. Very cool. So, the lady was lying, it seems. That's correct. If the Katakis got a hold of this chart with her name, she'd be finished. Isn't that right, Miss Giala? You guessed it. I did it. I broke her testimony. Amazing, Apollo. I didn't see it at all. Daddy was right about you. Wait. Miss Tiala. It's true that chart was bad news for me. That's why I went to meet the doctor that day. But that's all. I told him about walking and went home. It appears this cross-examination is far from over. What? She hid the truth from us, this is clear, yet it is not clear that this truth has anything to do with the case at hand. Very well, the witness will add this to her testimony, and we'll have a bit more cross-examination. I was so close. You're still close. Keep on her, Apollo. Shit. Nothing happened at all. I warned him and left. I don't know if that's true, my guy. Oops, my phone left. I warned him and left. What about this bullet? Objection! Oh, shit! Okay. I didn't expect to be right, but okay. Drop my phone. Whoops. Didn't mean to do that. You said nothing happened in the doctor's office. I disagree. Take a look at this. What's that? It looks like a squashed up ball of clay. Kind of like you, actually. This bullet was found in the Maractus Clinic office. Something did happen in that office, Miss Tiala. Objection! Enough of this joking around. The police investigated that clinic. Objection! Bah, but this was stuck inside the doctor's safe. Inside the safe? Oh shit, he's sweating. I didn't even see that happen. I guess the police didn't check that far. Objection! But there was a problem. How can you say that bullet was fired on that day? Objection! Weren't you the one who had explained rifling marks to us? This pistol was taken from the Kataki mansion that day. The marks on the bullet matched the murder weapon, and that proves a firearm was discharged in the office on the day of the murder. Not bad, Air Forehead. Bailiff? Have this bullet analyzed immediately. 30 minutes later, a report arrives. The rifling marks on both bullets are identical. Well, it seems as though the bullet in the safe was fired from the murder weapon. Perhaps the defense would like to state their position. The bullet in that safe proves one fact. A pistol was fired in that office on that day, and at the time of firing, the safe was open. The safe which contained the top secret chart. Do you think someone was threatening Dr. Maractus in order to open the safe? Only one person was in a position to do such a thing. Our witness, Alita Tiala. Order? Mr. Justice, where are you going with this? Are you accusing the witness? Alita Tiala knew about Waki Kitaki's botched operation. She got engaged to him without telling him about it. As long as that bullet remained in his chest, his days were numbered. What if she married him and then the bullet finally reached his destination? What? That reminds me. Apparently, the Kitakis have been inserting themselves in unlawful business practices. They're making quite a great deal of money. For a fortune, if you tell me. Nefarious, so she planned to marry him just to get her hands on his fortune? You keep talking trash about my leader, and I'll sue you, lawyer man. Huh? Me? Yeah, you said you abused my leader. I think you mean accuse. Same difference. Well, you can't have her. She's mine. It was me. I shot that doctor. Me. She left me to die, so I left you to die too, there in that park. Walkie, just cool down a second. You keep your hands off my lead, or I'll... T. Yeah. Miss Tiala? I'm sorry, it's been so long since I've laughed so hard. Something funny? Walkie, wake up and smell reality. Aaliyah, baby. The signature on the chart, the engagement. I mean, come on, it's so obvious. Even for a brainless, spoiled brat such as yourself. Alita, your honesty is like a breath of foul air, Fräulein. Hey, I wasn't getting out this clean anyway. So, the family fortune is what you're really after. That's right. I wanted the money. No way, that's whack. I ain't trying to hear that. Should have done the wedding earlier. Oh well. By the way, can I ask you a question? Who, me? I believe you said you were going to abuse me. Accuse. Of what crime, might I ask? Huh? Oh, I'm a bad girl, sure. I got close to that brat because I wanted his money. But he was the one with the pistol. He could have fired it into the safe after I'd already left the clinic. What? I would have never do something like that. It was definitely that silly brat. Wait, but... what are you talking about? Trucy, you had the most to lose if that chart was found. But I didn't have a pistol, now did I? Well, you could have taken walkies. You'd think you'd have mentioned that. No. All I heard him say was, it was me. I shot him. Objection! That's only because he's trying to protect you. Sorry to intrude on this lovely conversation. But the two of you are forgetting one critical point. What? What point? Certainly the Fräulein wanted that chart. You assume she threatened the doctor into opening that safe, but then... wouldn't she have taken the chart? Oh. You see, that chart wouldn't have been left in that safe. Oh, he's right. Miss Tiala. Mm-hmm. Don't forget, we've proven that you were at the Maractus Clinic on the day of the crime. Alright. Tell us, bitch. We're ready. Let's go. Back to the slow song, huh? I wanted that chart, but I failed to get it, so I went back to the clinic later. What? No, you didn't. In any case, I didn't shoot him. You don't even have proof that I saw that pistol, do you? And that brat was spotted in the park at the moment of the crime. Frankly, I don't think it matters if Dr. Maractus shot in a temple or not. Oh, it does. It really does, because it shows where the person was shooting. And later that night, Dr. Maractus was shot. I heard about the shooting, waited a day, but then I had to go back. No easy feat with the cops all over the place. Oh, that was you? So you were the burglar. That was you too? If only I had one more minute. Then I could have opened that safe and gotten the chart. What? That's trespassing, and brazen at that. Oh, is this a trial for trespassing now? Besides, you can't blame a girl for wanting to protect herself. They are gangsters, you know. In any case, Mr. Justice, your cross-examination. Admitting the little crime to avoid the big one, eh? Later? When I heard what happened, well, I was too scared to do anything that day. So I waited until the day after, the 16th, was it? Of course, you and that meddling kid had to get in my way. But why did Dr. Maractus keep that chart around? It was clearly dangerous for him. He could have burned it. Because he's a coward. The chart was his insurance. Insurance? My signature on that chart, to be more specific. That made sure I couldn't betray him. But you could have stolen it. Could have? Is this some new definition of proof? We'll ask Walkie, he'll tell us.
Objection!
Might I remind you that this is a cross-examination? You might want to keep your baseless theories to yourself. He's right, isn't he? I'm pretty sure it does, lady. The doctor was shot in the right temple, yes? So it seems. Let's review the facts again, shall we? If the killer was shot from this location, the bullet would have struck our victim square in the forehead. However, the entry wound was in the right temple. Yes, we heard testimony on this yesterday. At the time of the shooting, the witness was standing here. Just before the gun was fired, he shouted. The victim turned his head to look and was shot. But that testimony was proven to be a lie. Our egregious panty snatcher, Mr. Stickler, did witness the crime, but he was standing to the north, next to the trash can, when he tossed the panties. If Mr. Stickler was shot from this location, the bullet couldn't hit his right temple. Silly, silly attorney. What? Do you remember what you had for breakfast that morning? Do you remember, Trucy? I always have a glass of milk for breakfast. What matters is one thing. The doctor was shot in his right temple. If that's the case, there can be only one explanation. The panties guy was mistaken.
Objection!
But his location was proven. You can't write that off as being mistaken.
Objection!
Then why don't you show us, Air Forehead? Show you what? Must I explain everything? Very well, let's recap. If the witness, Panties guy, was standing to the north, then where was the shooter standing? From what location did the killer shoot the victim? But wait, if the witness was standing there, how could anyone shoot the victim in the right temple? I merely laid out the facts for us. It's up to the one possessing his shiny forehead to show us. If you can, that is. Walkie-talkie was standing at the killer mark. Wesley Stickler at the witness mark. And of course, Palmer Actus with the victim mark. Let's hear what the defense has to say. Where was the killer standing when they shot the victim? Someplace else. As the facts stand now, we can't explain this crime without contradicting ourselves at some point. But I know why. The real killer shot from an entirely different location. What are you talking about? I don't see any other place. Apparently, Mr. Justice does. Let's hear about it. Where in the park did the killer shoot the victim from?
Objection!
It's time to raise the roof and the stakes. Eh? Penalties are such a frightening thing, don't you think? But what if they were a bit more terrifying? Like so. Double penalty? Air Forehead wishes to take us in a new direction. Then he must be ready for the challenges ahead. Challenge accepted. It's justice time. Are you sure, Apollo? The key is the witness, Mr. Stickler's testimony. We believe that, and we know where we stood. And the victim turned where he shouted. There's only one place the killer could have been. The killer shot the victim from inside the cart? What the fuck? What the fuck? Alright, I'm taking it.
Take that!
I believe we all owe a debt of gratitude to Miss Alita Tiala. What do you mean? Thanks to you, we had a chance to review the crime. And this time, we were prepared. We know that Wesley Stickler was telling the truth. We should have listened to him from the beginning. Wesley Stickler was standing next to the trash can when he shot the two men. He shouted just as he told us in his testimony. And the victim turned to look in his direction. A shot was fired. The victim was hit in the right temple. Oh no. Oh yes! Which direction was his right temple facing at that moment? That's right, toward the noodle stand. So you're saying the killer was inside the noodle stand?
Objection!
Let's think about this for a bit more, shall we? You said the killer was inside the noodle stand, which would mean the victim, Dr. Marcus, came to the park, wheeling his own murderer in the cart behind him.
Objection!
There's something we should worry about before that. Why was he pulling the noodle stand in the first place?
Objection!
Let's deal with our problems one at a time, shall we? Someone was hiding in the stand. We have not come this far to talk about possibilities. Let's talk about proof, baby. Show us evidence that proves someone was in that stand. Can I prove that? You want evidence someone was in that stand? Well, too bad. Well, I've got it. How about... Okay, so we can take a look for a record. Because this noodle stand... Let me look inside. Now that I think about it, is there anything inside? Can I check the big ones out? The big fucking pile of noodles? I don't have that right now. What about too bad? You want evidence someone was in that stand? Oh yeah, right. The Maractus Clinic slippers were found printing something in the park. I guess. Sure, why not? I've got it right here. Intriguing. Let's see what you've got. Show us proof that someone was hiding in the noodle stand.
Take that!
The Maractus Clinic, and they're covered with paint. These slippers were found in the trash can near the crime scene. And a single slipper print was found at the scene, right next to the noodle stand. Oh, and Miss Tiala, your toe print was found in the left slipper. In other words, this is proof you were inside the noodle stand.
Objection!
Yet there was only one slipper mark found at the scene. Can this be called a footprint in good faith?
Objection!
Observe the diagram. A park pathway runs right next to the slipper mark. A slipper wouldn't leave a trace on cobblestone.
Objection!
Yet you still cannot say this is a footprint, yeah? Why not? You have an impression left by a single slipper. What if it was on the stand and it simply fell to the ground?
Objection!
That's just dumb! One more thing. A noodle stand is typically cluttered with tools of noodle making trade. There's no room for a person to ride in there. You have a point. Well, we saw a bunch of bowls in the clinic, so I'm pretty sure that came from the stand, right? This is my theory, at least. So, if someone were to have taken all the bowls out and thrown a small girl in, Miss Alita Tiala, perhaps that... Oh. Wait, am I spoiling myself? Ooh, okay. Could someone have hidden in that stand? Apollo, I think I might be onto something. I think I figured out one of our pieces of evidence. In order to make room for the stand, some things would have to have been removed. Trucy's on me. I can prove one thing. Someone did scheme to clear the space in that stand.
Take that!
This is a noodle bowl from the new Soul and Oldoon's Noodles noodle stand. Yes, and what about it? We discovered a large quantity of these bowls yesterday in the lobby of the Maractus Clinic. large quantity of noodle bowls in the victim's clinic. Mr. Aldun was very clear about these bowls. Well, I don't care who did it. Without that stand, I'm finished. All my noodle bowls were in there too. Yet the bowls were removed. That night, there was space in that noodle stand. Space created at the Miraculous Clinic, no less. Right around the time that you were there, Miss Alita Tiala. I won't listen to any more of these wild fantasies. No, not fantasy. They're worse lines than that spoiled brat's pickup lines. I would like to remind the witness of her current status. This court does not consider you entirely innocent. Show me an innocent, I'll show you a fairy tale. In any case, the defense has somehow made its point. The witness had both a motive and an opportunity to kill Dr. Maractus. More fairy tales. This whole trial is a fairy tale. Then please pull us back down to reality, Miss Tiala. I'm giving you one last chance to explain yourself. This is it. Why was Dr. Maractus pulling that stand that night? And what was Alita Tiala doing inside it? Time to get into the bottom of this case. Let's get the shit. But Dr. Maractus didn't understand. For some reason, he felt the Katakis had sent me. So I gave up and went home. All I did was talk to him. You knew about the botched operation. So you tried to get rid of the chart to save yourself. I won't make excuses. And I did warn the good doctor. I gave him a chance. I told him that Brat got his health checkup report. And that he was coming to settle the score. I see. Very well. Mr. Justice, begin your cross-examination. Yes, Your Honor. This is the last testimony. Either I perceive the truth or it's over. This has to be it. The neck scratch.
Gotcha!
There it is. I fucking knew it. I called it. 2 hours ago? I don't fucking know. All I did was talk and lie. What? Show me proof. I'm pretty sure about this one. I think I'm getting the hang of this. A little slip in confidence and they give it all away. The proof is you, Miss Tiala. All I did was talk to him, you claim. Yet you can't hide your own nervous twitch when you say those words. What, twitch? What are you talking about? You have a habit of scratching the area of your neck around the edge of your scarf. What? This is working better than I hoped. Her unconscious actions tell the truth she won't say. Habits and lies, 2 dots. Connect the dots and find the truth. Don't look at me like that. I told you the truth. It seems that when you recall what really happened in that office, you can't keep your hands off your neck, can you? It seems like nervous habits are unconscious reactions that manifest when someone is trying to hide something. You can't hide beneath your scarf, Miss Tiala. Something happened between you and the victim in the Maractus Clinic office. And I've got the proof that shows exactly what happened. The lamp. Uh-oh.
Take that!
What's that? You're touching your scarf again. There's something unusual about this lamp. The bulb is broken, and there's a red splotch on the cord. Eh? Seeing how you hide your neck, I think I can come up with a plausible explanation for the lamp's state. Well, spit it out. This talking in circles nonsense is killing me. Very well. The answer is very simple. Miss Alita Tiala, please remove your scarf. This is a trial to determine what happened in that park, yet we seem to have drifted off target.
Objection!
We'll find out soon enough if we're drifting, as soon as the witness removes her scarf. I won't do it. This is insane. I'm an unrelated third party. You can't order me to remove my... Mrs. Tiala, I'm afraid you've forgotten what's already been proven. What? You're hardly unrelated. Please remove your scarf. No. Oh, that was quick. I knew it. So I was right, wasn't I, Miss Alita Tiala? Oh my god. Your neck. That isn't what I think it is. Something did happen that night in the practice clinic. You needed to get that chart back no matter what it took, even if you had to steal your fiance's pistol to do it. But wait, look at this lamp and the witness's neck. It looks like the very opposite happened. Exactly. The victim in the clinic that night was this witness, specifically. You tried to threaten Dr. Maractus and he attacked you. That's what happened that night in the Maractus clinic. Jesus. Xavier is like over there just suave, kinda. Will someone please tell me what really happened? I told you the truth already. I went to the clinic that night to warn Dr. Maractus. That gangster knows everything. He's coming for you. Looks like my clinic's seen his last patient. We have to get rid of that chart. Quick, open your safe. Give it to me. So you can save your own skin? What? I know what you're up to. You want it with the family. And if they see that chart, you're finished. Leaving me holding the short straw. But if I'm going down, I want some company. You! And what happened next? He jumped at me and knocked me to the floor. Then he took that cord. Pal Maractus was serious. Deadly serious. He really tried to strangle me. I must have blacked out. So, you were the victim. And the red splotch on the cord was your lipstick. I didn't want to remember that night. That's why I didn't bring it up. There, are you happy now? I was out cold, almost killed. And you claimed that I then snuck into that noodle stand. But how could I? What? Well, one thing is clear. We now know what really happened at the Maractus clinic, and it would seem that our victim was not entirely without blame himself. I am sorry. I get so nervous just thinking of it. It's hard to breathe. I've told you everything. Can I go home now? You bear some responsibility for events that day, true. Yet, if you're also a victim, this court would owe you some sympathy. Well, Mr. Justice, I believe this clears up the remaining questions for Miss Tiala. When did this happen? Suddenly, everyone's sympathizing with her. I don't know what to think of anymore, Apollo. I mean, isn't that it? Do we really know everything we need to know about Miss Tiala? Very well.
Objection!
Not so fast. This party's just getting started. Now we rock. What? These spikes on your head are softer than they look. Or do you not have the stomach to go all the way? Prosecutor Gavin? Pal Maractus choked Alita Tiala. She fell unconscious. But what happened next? He's right. There is more we don't know. But she was choked hard enough to leave that mark. She would have been out for a while. Even still, what if it was her in that noodle stand? Trucy, you're naughty. Alita Tiala half dead, but Dr. Maractus calling that stand. And a bullet fired from inside the noodle stand. What if it's all true? You might have already figured out what truly happened that night. Miss Alita Tiala, as you can see, we're not through with you just yet. You really want to blame me for this murder, don't you? You too, Prosecutor Gavin. Me, Fraulein, I only wish to know the truth. Well, let's go back over what you learned till now. On the day of the murder, Waki saw this checkup report, from which he learned about the bullets still inside it. So he took a pistol from the family stash, with the intent to give Dr. Maractus some of his own medicine. And Mrs. Tiala heard about this from Waki, so she went to the Maractus clinic to hand it in order to get rid of the chart with her signature. But then, something happened. Sounds like you figured it all out. But remember, I was the victim. I was out cold. But what about Dr. Maractus? Now this seemed to be the problem. He had just strangled the lead of Tiala, perhaps he thought, to death. What did he do after this crime? I was just knocked out, not dead. From the state of his clinic and the scene of the park, I think it's clear what the good doctor did next. Well, Airforehead, care to guess? Well, Mr. Justice, what did the Maractus do? What did he do? Do I have evidence to show what he did next? As his next move, Dr. Maractus stole Guy Aldun's noodle stand. What? Killing me disturbed him that much? So much he randomly stole a noodle stand? It wasn't so random. Remember all the bowls in the clinic's foyer? Bowls that belonged inside that stand. I think it's pretty obvious, don't you? That stand at the clinic. However, the question is, why did he remove all the bowls? Maybe because the stand was heavy? Or he wanted to put something in the stand in their place. Oh, wait, you don't mean... I do. Dr. Maractus did replace those bowls with something. Your corpse, Miss Tiala. My corpse? Dr. Maractus panicked. He thought he killed you. His next move would be to dispose of the body. That's crazy talk. You're all crazy.
Objection!
Then let's think about it. Logically, the doctor had a place to dispose of you in mind. But on his way there, who would he run into but the defendant, Waki Kitaki?
Objection!
I question your logic. What's this, Prosecutor Gavin? The park is a dead end. Why would he lead in that direction to begin with? That's right. He had no reason to go there. Oh, now I get it. It was a trick. A spoiled brat made him do it. He made the doctor steal this. Wait, hold on. There's a river here. Of course he would dispose of it there. Duh.
Objection!
Tell me, why would someone go to a dead end? Unless the park was his destination. What? Apparently the defense is an idea. Tell us where Dr. Maractus was heading to the stand. Here, please, show us on this diagram. To where was exactly he was dragging his victim to the stand? This river.
Take that!
There? That's a river! Yeah, Your Honor. I scarcely need to explain why. A perfect place to dispose of a body. He was going to throw me into that river? He didn't have many other options, Fraulein. I believe this clears up all of the remaining questions. The victim pulling the stand and the defendant before him. And inside the stand, you, Miss Alita Tiala. And then, the denouement. Wesley Stickler, of a panty-snatching fame, walks up. Seeing the two men, he shouts. In that instant, could have stolen Walkie's pistol. It had to be you. Well, Miss Tiala? Nice work. You mean I'm right? I mean, you've done a fine job dreaming up a story to get that spoiled brat off the hook. You're the one who's dreaming. Apollo's backed up everything he said with facts. If you're so sure he's making it up, give us another reason. Why was Dr. Miraculous pulling that stand from the park? Who knows? But there's one gaping hole in your logic. I think Mr. Gavin knows whereof to speak of. Where of what? I can't believe she's still trying to deny this. Is this true, Prosecutor Gavin? Must I always be the one to point out Herr Ford's errors? Maybe there really is something. I believe the Fraulein speaks of her doctor's car. His car? That's right. The Miraculous Clinic had that one big garage, in which sat a green sports car, was it? Why would he steal the stand in the first place? If he wanted to carry a body, he would have to use this car. Oh. And so we find our victim without probable cause to steal that stand, and our defense without a case. I have an idea. You know that green car? I bet it wouldn't run. It was broken. Ah, what an excellent counter-argument, Fraulein. Too bad you're quite wrong. Eh? Don't tell me you've forgotten what happened to your daddy. Daddy? That's right. That night, the car that hit Mr. Wright was that green sports car. Oh yes, I had nearly forgotten about it. Afterward, he drove it back to the garage. It ran fine. That's right. So why didn't he use his beloved sports car? Because the panties were in it. Duh. A glaring contradiction, to be sure. More glaring than your forehead. Well, Mr. Justice, why didn't Brax use his car to carry the body? Is that a groan of surrender I hear? Some advice. Now's a good time to review all you know. Everything you've learned over the last 2 days. Everything I've learned. He's helping me. Mr. Justice, this contradiction cast doubt on your entire case. This is truly your last chance. The defense will explain to us what happened that night. I have an idea. If it's all coming together. That night, Dr. Marcus couldn't use his car. Not according to my information, Miss Tiala. Put one and one together and the explanation is simple. If it's so simple, perhaps you can show us some evidence. Show us proof why the car wouldn't run that night.
Take that!
Let's see now. Panties again? All sorts of things coming out of my panties. Even the truth. Another crime was committed that night of the murder. The theft of these panties, the latest in a string of similar thefts, actually. But that night, the snatcher was caught in the act. A brave young girl chased the thief until he hid in the Miraculous Clinic garage. What? The snatcher hid the panties there before running. Perhaps someone in this court remembers where he hid them. Why, weren't they found in the car's exhaust pipe? Exactly. By the way, I learned something yesterday. A very important piece of information. And I learned from you, Prosecutor Gavin. So you were here investigating? And I was on my way home when my hog gave up the ghost. Your hog? My motorcycle won't start. A clogged exhaust pipe. Too bad. Those are such a nice bike, too. Cars, motorbikes, all the same. Clog the exhaust and they won't run. My, how interesting. While Miss Tiala and the doctor were struggling, the panty snatcher snuck into the Miraculous garage. From that time until the time until we found these, that car wouldn't start. What? That's why Dr. Miraculous had to use a noodle stand. It was the next closest thing he could think of. He knows. God, Clavier is awesome, dude. This wraps your doubts up quite nicely, I think. So it does. Aww. So dark, I can't see. Cramped. The pain, my throat's burning. What's your problem? You, Doc. I know what you did. Walkie? You lied to me, so you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna give you a taste of your own medicine, man. Wait! Let me explain. Fine, I'll give you your last request. Listen, you're being tricked, but not how you think. It's not just me. No, he'll ruin everything. I have to stop him. Funny. This wasn't the way it's supposed to turn out. Oh well, too bad. There's still one mystery. How did you manage to disappear from that stand? In the silence after the shot, I heard the witness running. I believe we heard as much as Wesley Stickler. He went to use a public phone to inform the police, which is when I made my escape. Which is when you left that slipper print. Dr. Maractus didn't bother taking my slippers off. I threw them out after I stepped in that print, though. That was your mistake. No, my biggest mistake was coming to you for help, Mr. Justice. Eh? I believed in you. You and your anything agency. If anyone would get Walkie declared guilty, it was you. Fuck you. I believe we reached a conclusion of sorts. Prosecutor Gavin, how is Miss Alita Tiala doing? She's confessed to everything. We're processing her arrest now. Prosecutor Gavin sure seems calm for someone who just lost. I think he already knew. He figured out she was the killer a while ago. He lost, but I didn't exactly win either. Something the matter, Air Forehead? Looks like it's time to announce a verdict. Thanks. Court is adjourned. Okay. Great job, Apollo. You did it. Yeah, we did, somehow. Walkie's off the hook. Free to become the gangster he's always wanted to be. And he has you to thank. Hey, attorney man. You're gonna pay for what you did to my Alita, Holmes. Or to blame, I guess. You give my Alita back to the pointy-head attorney with a death wish. Enough, Walkie. Oh, shit. Oh, Mr. Kataki. Big wins. It's high time you open your eyes, Walkie. What do you know, old man? I think it's about time you open yours. Giving up the life, trying to become some kind of businessman. Don't talk about what you don't understand, Walkie. I'm afraid the guard is going to throw them both out. If not in jail, wouldn't that be a happy ending? Hey, maybe we can help him out. We know why Mr. Kataki needs to make so much money. Maybe we need to tell Walkie. Oh, Walkie, Apollo has something to tell you. Huh? I do? Why put me on the spot? Was it? Tell him the reason why, Apollo. Why is Mr. Kataki trying to become a businessman? Probably for his sake.
Take that!
Think about it, Walkie. Think about your condition. I talked with your mother, Little Plum, yesterday. She doesn't mean... You aren't really, are you? Oh wow, he looks serious. For once. I searched the globe. And I found one person. A doctor who can take that bullet out of you, Waki. But it's an expensive procedure. Man, but you got plenty of money already, don't you? I won't use it. It was the gangster life that did this to you, Waki. I want to help you, and I want to do it clean. What the fuck? Please understand, Waki. Dad. Man, I see how it is, old man. Always you looking out for Waki? That's a good, old man. One day, I'm gonna take you out, and then we'll see who's the OG. You try to hide in your business suit, I'll find you. Stupid old geezer. My, Waki. No, it's as it should be. Mr. Kataki. I liked him more without the puppy dog eyes. I'm glad to have met you. I'm not so good with words, but I know a professional job when I see one. Thank you. Who? Me? I don't think... Someday, I'll bake you one of our latest, the Kataki lime pie. He's opening a pie shop? So long. And he was gone. Well, let's head back, Apollo. To the Right Anything Agency. Hey! Since when do I work for your agency? Aw, we make a good team. Don't just stand there, let's get going. Huh, why not? She'd help me out. And there's a few questions that still need answers. Like this power of mine that she showed me. And my bracelet. If anyone can help me figure it out, it's her. Is this a ship I hear? Although I can't say I care much for what her father has become. Oh, that's right. We have to go someplace first. Huh? Where? Why, to claim a reward from Mr. Aldoon. Ah, salty noodles, right. He got his stand back already. Oh, and after that, you can come see my show. With a special appearance by the amazing Mr. Hat. Oh, it's special, alright. Please, anything but him. What a good trial. I liked it. I kind of confused on where to go, but I think this is just this, you know. Yeah, safe.